For the record, as far as set piece goes, can you even see it? Is it even? I don't even care anymore. This is Death Race. If this is sloppy, that's because it's reflective of the review we're doing, which is Death Race, which is sloppy.
Race.
Well, we did Death Race, and now we want to. Ironically, we want to die a slow death. ...2008, Death Race. Welcome back to Filmography Fridays. I'm the JJ.
Welcome back to cancer.
We start this movie with another fucking text crawl. Another fucking text crawl. Well, I know directors like to have their own little things and quirks, but can we not make obnoxious and lazy storytelling one of them? Here's 2012. This movie came out in 2008, so you thought it was going to be 4 years till this actually happened. Giving yourself next to no time to be right or wrong.
Yeah.
2012, United States economy collapses. Unemployment hits a record high. Okay, get ready, because they don't show that at all. Now, here's the other part. Crime rates spiral out of control. Okay, the economy gone or destroyed means no jobs, which equals chaos.
The economy collapses, which means no jobs, which means there shouldn't be an unemployment rate. And they
treat it kind of like I said, kind of like chaos for one scene, that police raid at the beginning.
For no reason.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't ultimately matter on the plot.
Reason.
And everything else is organized and structured because apparently big business stepped in.
Yeah, big business, but how are businesses around? There's no
economy. We start the movie in mid-car chase with seizure-paced quick shots that are completely hard to follow. Once again, akin to Michael Bay quick shots. You can't get what's going on 90% of the time.
Yeah, and
it's literally, it would be this: the window, the car, the stick. Oh yeah, this.
Yeah,
Take a fucking Valium.
No, it's the quick cuts.
God,
alongside the shaky cam.
Yeah,
you can't even understand what's happening in this scene, and it's supposed to be action. But the action is not good when you don't understand the action. Just chaotically throwing things together isn't action. It doesn't make it interesting.
I think it's depressing because there's honestly some really good action shots and scenes in this ruined by that.
Yeah, if the audience can't follow what's happening, then the action is shit. The shaky cam, the constant quick cuts. Again, you don't know what's really happening. All we know is that they're racing, trying to kill each other, and that's all you can piece together. You don't really understand all the elements. It's hard to list everything that happened in that scene.
You also get
because too much happened at once.
You also get that Frankenstein very clearly is supposed to die here.
Yeah.
Oh, rather, I won't say that. The guy playing Frankenstein, I know your game. He dies.
Yeah, he fucking dies because his fucking car blew up with him in it.
And the chick exits out. Sorry. Which has a whole lot of meaning later.
Yeah.
The payday scene, because after the whole Frankenstein's death, we meet who's going to become our new Frankenstein, unbeknownst to us or him at the current moment. Jason Statham's character.
Yeah, Jensen Ames.
It's the Jensen. That's what it was. Jensen.
The name's
Jensen
supposed
Ames.
to be Jensen.
Jensen Ames. Yeah, whatever.
Jensen.
I mean, look at Jason Statham. It's not Jensen.
He's not. He's clearly not Swede.
Not Jensen. The payday scene, the whole $300 in cash, which is way less than I deserve but you're getting it in cash. You could get it in check and get what you're owed, but there's no checks because the economy's crashed. Also, this is pretty much any ordeal. This is pretty much any ordeal at GameStop. Once again, the cash scene is pointless because A, it amounts to absolutely nothing, and B, the economy's crashed, so he should not be getting money.
Yeah.
What is that? What?
Let alone $300 fucking dollars.
What are we doing here? So yeah, the cops show up and beat their shields in unison.
Yeah.
West Side Story.
I don't think I've ever heard of the SWAT team doing that on riot shields, like ever.
And attacks honest workers.
What
is the scene for?
I don't think it's real. I think this reeks of Anderson thought it was a cool shot.
Seriously, because what's happening? I don't get it. It's illegal.
All of this out of nowhere.
Is it illegal to work?
Just a SWAT team out of fucking nowhere.
It's illegal to work and get extra money?
Yeah.
What's...
Who caused this riot?
Tell us what's happening.
The SWAT team just shows up and starts beating people.
Statham goes home to his wife. We meet his wife character. who literally is just in this movie for like 3 minutes, not even. She admits that she pretty much marries him for his looks. I didn't marry you for your assets, as she's like kissing him and rubbing his abs. Well, now I know what you did marry me for.
I also wanted to point out the absolute, like...
They also don't look right, together at all.
It's like...
Yeah, but it's explained later. She was his second chance. She just managed to have...
True.
Yeah, but it is still really weird.
It's to see a guy who looks like he belongs in a prison cell.
Fucking surreal.
With a woman who looks like a soccer mom.
Like, he is 1 or 2 eye drop tattoos away from being the guy.
It's just so weird to just see that together. You literally sprayed him in the face. He's unconscious.
Dude, stop! Oh, I'm blind! Why am I unconscious?
The scene's supposed to be disorienting and jarring, but it doesn't really work when you see the cause of it beforehand. The wife turns around to see this guy in a ski mask, and it just comes off as funny.
The only reason because of that is because you see his face. It's just... She turns around just...
In a ski mask.
Hi! See, I wanted to rewind it. I actually completely blanked and forgot. My bad. When you're watching this movie, if you've not watched it yet, even if you have, go back and watch it.
Looking for the sevens?
Look for the sevens above the guy's forehead.
There's this one. There's this eye.
Yeah, either eye. Just look for 3 sevens above their head, because you find out later it's Pachenko.
It's above the left eye.
You find out later it's Pachenko, and he has those right above his eye, and the way that the mask is cut, you should be able to see at least the bottom of them. You said it earlier in this movie. It was stated by you that crime rates were high, spiraling out of control. We have high incarceration rate. So there's a little amount of people on that bus with Statham. Yeah. As in, there was nobody.
Yeah, he's the only one on that bus.
High incarceration rates.
The only transported prisoner.
Here's something that I really quite liked. This was because there's a lot of negatives. We're going to say a few positives here. There's a flash montage. Actually nice. It was quick. It felt right. It was basically showing him his... basically, from the point he gets there, meeting... Not the warden, but Kyle... I don't want to say it. He's not that person.
Oh,
he's not that person. Jason Clarke is playing not the warden, but like kind of like the head security guard there, and he meets them, and from that point on, there's this flash montage that's really well done. I like it. It shows him getting booked, processed, adjusted, so to speak. Really goes through the whole ordeal. I liked it. Very well done. It was surprisingly well done for him, and he actually used the quick flash substance, basically flash over substance, that he normally does, and it works for this scene.
Then the pointless police brutality.
Which actually has the worst cartoon sound effects. Whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. What's even funnier is they weren't punching, they were using batons. Even less sense than that, Statham beats up 3 guys in his cell. Yeah, new meat. Yeah, they're all getting ready. Fucking Clark walks away.
Oh, and
Clark walks away. He hears the punching noises. Yeah, all right. The new meat's getting beat up. Goes to look in.
Here's the cartoon level sound effect.
You should have added smoke. Just added the ball of smoke, because that's how bad.
Comes back. Statham's just there, standing there, unfazed, unhit, unhurt. I slipped. And
that was funny.
That'd be a funny line, but it would have been more effective if he at least had a bruise. Or something.
Well, you wouldn't bruise that quickly necessarily. Yeah, a little blood coming out, maybe like hunched over slightly.
Maybe a bit of red from being hit.
I slipped, maybe tearing a shirt. Yeah. Okay, the lunch tray fight, I really like. The lunch tray fight was cool. Well, the first time you meet Pachenko and his henchmen.
Oh, yeah.
And they're in the cafeteria, and it's literally like, back away, boys, and he sits down, tries to give him the "you're my bitch" speech, basically. And then Statham.
What do we do to a woman killer in here, basically?
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, we snapped their neck. Ha ha! The lack of choreography, the realism behind oh god, I'm barely blocking these with a lunch tray, and I'm just using the lunch tray as a weapon. I'm not Superman fighting my way out of 15 men like Jason Statham knows how to do. Before we move on, I just had to say that was actually a good action scene, handled well. There are some very good things in this movie. I don't think this is his worst. This is nowhere near his best. Nowhere near.
Absolutely nowhere.
Nowhere near.
This movie doesn't deserve, say, like a 20%.
I think it's got 43. 50. I think it's got a 43 on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'd say like it's a little lower than that, though.
Yeah, I agree.
That finale really kills it.
Yeah,
it really kills it.
You know what? You know what lifts this movie up, though? This movie would be nothing without Ian McShane. The only person who doesn't have a dead, monotonous, defeated voice at the movie they're in. Actually, you know what? Allen, too. Joan Allen. She is fucking trying really hard in this movie as well.
Which shocks me because, you know, she typically does films and serious stuff.
Yeah, she actually said she picked this movie to try to distance herself from the stuff she was typically in. Statham coerces with Frank's team in the yard. So we're just giving away that he's Frank. Now she gives him this position of Frank Hennessy, Joan Allen, to specifically keep the idea of Frankenstein alive and well so that we can have hope and aspire to that. That's not going to happen when we instantly know that that's the guy.
New guys hanging out with Frank's crew. Frank suddenly comes back.
And you know what they try to play it off with? Oh, he's part of the pit crew. That'd be smart if we ever saw him during competitions as part of the pit crew. Conveniently, he's never there. From that, we have the whole Gibson leaves after threatening Frank, which you then get a pretty funny line. Then that's one angry homo.
That's one angry homo.
That's a pretty good line. That's funny.
That was funny.
It's jarring.
I didn't see it coming.
It's jarring.
It was funny, and I say that should have been the movie's poster tagline. That's one angry homo. That's one.
Yes.
Death. You're like, no, you see the trailer. Death race. That's one angry homo.
Oh, also, that was the scene that gave us one of the best line reads from Tyrese Gibson ever. Next time you see me, you won't be in the hospital. You'll be in the morgue. So much emphasis on morgue.
In the morgue.
And he even, like, lifted his head to say it, which was ridiculous. He actually really... You know what? I will say, this is probably one of the few movies I've seen him legitimately trying in, too.
Yeah.
Way more so than Fast.
But it doesn't work as well because he tends to play the goofball sidekick character really
Fast. Well. Yeah, that's true. The one thing this movie totally called was streaming and interactivity of media.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's 2008, so I know things were starting it and doing it, and it was a thing.
But the idea of streaming content wasn't really huge.
And hiding behind paywalls. Fucking,
it wasn't really so huge in 2008.
The idea of well, race 1 gets you this, and this gets you this, and this... That is such a modern thing.
Yeah.
Good on you. This really was a very big,
that
intelligent play on their part. Yeah, and I think this, along with something else that I'll mention later, helped this movie get greenlit in the fucking first place. When in race, they start explaining the rules to him, like, that late, like, in race, instead of saying, well, there's these tiles on the floor, that if you run over them, you get this, and you have to run over them with all 4 tires. No, we do that in the race. Runs over 2 tires, you have to run them over with all 4 tires. Tell me that at the fucking start! No, not even you. Sorry, you doing it on purpose. McShane. You dick.
Yeah, nobody, like, you'd think he's supposed to be the Frankenstein, that they'd want him to drive like Frankenstein to prove it.
That's the thing is, and also, do people not fucking care that this is rigged? Is this like, I hate to...
Does nobody think, outside the Death Race itself, does nobody in the outside world think it's not rigged?
Because that's what I'm saying here. Like, you see, like, I hate to be this guy, but literally you have fucking the little things on the ground later on, they start fucking running them over, they're not active. What's that bullshit? You see them fucking 2 tires running it over? Well, that's clearly not him. If he was going for it, he would hit 4 tires. The good little action moments are way outweighed by consistent shaky cam and quick shots. We mentioned that before.
Yeah, none of the action in this movie is good.
There's a car that flies from a missile, not even the explosion from the missile, just the missile itself. Sends the car flying up the height of a billboard. I'm going to give this movie a major negative here because they kill off Reaper really early. Grim is his actual name. I'm the Reaper, baby! They kill him off. He had personality. They made it seem like he was important.
They gave him...
Why?
They gave him enough focus in some aspects, some areas, some scenes, to make you think, okay, he'll be one of the few at the end, but he's not.
So I'm giving you a negative on that. But the positive of him being hit by that car, that effect... Good God, that was near perfect for me. The transition work from him to the dummy,
that kill was pretty good.
Whoever did the special effects on this, you were too good for this movie. The napalm being enacted by a car cigarette lighter is just not possible. It doesn't work that way. Even if it was a cigarette, it wouldn't work that way. This is surface. This is the surface, covered with a flammable material. That flame, that heat source, needs to stay on it for a concentrated amount of time. Pachenko is revealed to have been the killer, as we mentioned, and it's done way too early in the movie, kind of like the review. Done way too early. He's the killer of Statham's wife. The reveal is garbage. And you go the rest of the movie. I honestly think this movie would have had more impact if you didn't know that until because the next race you see Pachenko gives him the gun thing. If that was the moment of realization,
that would have been better.
That would have been so much better. That was because the audience could have had that as well as Statham. Just, oh, you fucking prick.
Oh, it's him.
And that's when you get the next snap moment. Because it's literally, I'm not going to control myself anymore. But instead, it's literally, I'm going to fight because he killed the one person that was making me a better person, so the best way to honor that person making me a better person would be revenge? You've had time to think about this, too.
Yeah.
If you were quick in the moment, it would have made more sense to have done that. The prison, oddly enough, and I realized it about here, the prison, oddly enough, is the best structured, in this world of chaos and non-economy, this is the best structured place. Think about it.
Yeah. Nothing but...
Everything about this is still working like a regular prison. It has structure, it has rules, it has integrity, it has everything you would need. Wow.
And with all the
well, go ahead and take an eraser to integrity. Hennessy does whatever the fuck she wants. But yeah. Fucking, it ruins the unsafe feeling of setting your movie in a prison. Pachenko crashes in a cool sequence. Statham starts going backwards, and then he gets the gun instead of the shield. Remember, he passes up the shield, gets the gun, is going in reverse, starts shooting in reverse, then gets the shield, turns around, and mans up. Awesome. See, this is the cool action in here.
That was, and the camera work was steady on the car,
and it wasn't bad. But everything else in that scene had really bad camera work. How do you not see where the good is and the bad is? I don't get that. You get a cool scene with the mask. Frank kills Pachenko, snaps his neck, and...
looks up at the camera, and it was a good shot.
Just seeing the eyes in the mask of, you know what I'm trying for now.
No, but you know what's funny? If you look deeper at it, he's literally Frankenstein right now. He's Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, no, yeah. Touche, actually.
And she created him.
You know what's funny is they both are bed under suppressing fire. We get a reveal for what they've been building. They set this up at like the beginning of this movie. They have this whole sectioned off. What's it for?
Yeah,
well, it's big, so it's probably for Ian McShane's empty alcohol bottles.
Yeah, but it's like it would have been far more clever if you had someone saying, probably a new trap for all of us.
Yeah, yes. Because it's literally, what's it for? And I'm yelling at the fucking screen the first time. It's a fucking giant car! It's a truck, 18-wheeler. I was right.
It's an 18-wheeler without 18 wheels.
I was right. Yeah, what the fuck?
You know, they didn't even design the wheels to somehow go to make turns easier, not putting a fucking truck...
It's a slightly spruced up...
Putting a fucking truck on a track with all these decked-out battle cars is not...
Not worth the wait, not worth the reveal. The reveal was lame itself.
It's got a fucking tanker on the back. It's not a good truck.
One of the racers we know is this Asian guy who's named 14K.
Yeah, 14K and Suits in K. That's my name.
Why
name?
Why give 14K an English line? Fuck me, but...
And that's my name.
But sub it. But they don't sub the that's my name.
Yeah,
they sub in his native language, fuck me. The truck then starts trying to kill everyone, flying in the face of why Statham's even here, trying to make the dream stay alive of Frankenstein, because if that thing kills the car, if it blows up, I mean, arguably, how many times can they get away with the car blowing up and saying, oh, you just pulled through? No.
No.
You can't just keep doing that if that's your excuse. No. Fucking, the truck is killing everyone, you're killing hope, that's bad for business.
Yeah.
And he's not even in the fucking rating, so what happens if he won?
You have to give people a
What happens if he won?
Yeah.
Because he's not even in the rankings.
Yeah, you have to give people a payoff. If you don't give people a payoff, then they lose hope, you lose ratings.
I just actually thought of something really dumb. The truck gets taken out by a trap, which looks great. We brought that up. But it ruins the big bad because the truck itself is the big bad. Because Hennessy can't fight herself, the big bad is her respective fighter. So if the big bad truck gets taken out by a mere trap on the track...
You know?
Literal derailment!
You know what? The real problem with that big bad truck is the fact that...
Well, they hyped it so much.
They hype it and they show it to us and then they defeat it in the same race.
In this, you find out that the Saboteur randomly has switched sides, and it completely blurs the line of when that happens. It just happens. Yay! Why are you saying yay? You were against him. For all you know, he's gonna kill you after this. You're a bitch.
He's been killing everybody involved in framing or screwing him over.
You're now involved in that.
Seen so far.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for telling me. Goodbye. Ejector from the fucking car.
I'm doing this for my release papers. He reused the shot. Like, and I mean reused the exact same shot from the early beginning of the movie to the end of the movie of the bullets flying out of the car from earlier for, I believe it was Machine Gun Joe's car.
Twice in the movie, and I said it was stupid both times. You could have made a prop do the same fucking thing and it was 1,000 times better.
And also they hide a bomb under the bottom of the car. Why do they think the pit crews are not going to check the bottom of the car?
Oh, you stuff it under the fucking pipes. The pit crew has to go under there every fucking day, making sure it's ready in tip-top shape for the race. They're going to see something there that was not there before.
Did you fail because you don't know the business you're in? Oh my god, they're TNA. And here's my biggest problem. This really is my biggest problem. The whole release papers things happens. She's getting her release papers, and she throws away her freedom. Because she aids and abets a criminal escaping.
Helps them escape.
It's okay, I'll get out of here anyway. No, you won't! You abetted a criminal!
I'm just going to put something similar because I cannot...
You're going right back to jail!
No, I'm just going to point out, you know, like I said, she would go back to jail unless she didn't know, which she'd easily be able to claim she didn't know what was going on.
She was the one in the costume for Frankenstein.
No, that's what I'm saying. Prior to that is when she said she has her release papers. Now, if that's where that happened...
No, because she says it afterwards, there was troubles with my release papers. You shouldn't have had... You obviously should have had trouble, but you shouldn't have had release papers.
That's what I'm saying. Before the get-up of Frankenstein, she says, I have my release papers. And I thought, okay, technically she can make any claim she wants. She didn't know about this. She's fine.
There's stuff not making sense in this movie, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not, but I'm more fine with that. What I'm not okay with is the disgusting. What I'm not okay with is the disgusting thought process behind this. The selfishness behind his character of he's going to subject his baby to a criminal on the lam lifestyle.
Yeah, in fucking Mexico.
Not only is this movie retarded, but it's actually dangerous. This movie doesn't just have a flawed thinking behind it. It's actually dangerous to follow its thinking in general. Because I need my daughter to better myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ruin her life.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
You fucking
it would have actually been better
man.
if he decided to go back and just stay at the prison to be Frankenstein.
McShane winds up blowing up Hennessy for the main character, which is anticlimactic and not the right payoff. The main character should do it, not somebody else for them.
Yeah.
The payoff that he got on Hennessy was winning against the truck, but once again, that was way too early to be the final payoff.
Yeah, like...
McShane, yeah, okay, so blah, blah, blah. He has the camera moment where he breaks the fourth wall, has one of the worst lines in the movie.
Still think it's weird that, you know, Gibson, Ian McShane, and Joan Allen are all in this fucking movie.
Completely agree. After the finale trouble, she still gets pardoned.
You'd think they would fucking know exactly what she did and who she fucking is.
She meets them in Mexico, whatever. I just want this movie.
They caught her in the fucking Frankenstein. None of it makes sense. They did not get away.
The finale itself, as we mentioned, breaks this movie. It really does.
The finale, they're all screwed.
They hit a point. They hit a point where it's literally just, hey, what do we do? I don't know. They've written in a corner. They escape. Fuck it. I didn't see a single problem with the outside world when they escaped. In fact, it looked really good. The main negative I have with that...
They were going to fucking Miami to meet up.
Well, they went to Miami, they went to Mexico, but that's the thing. This is the thing. You know how you did that ending, right? He gets his daughter, everything's fine. Some people say... Some people say he does that whole speech. Some people say I shouldn't have taken my daughter. Some people say that. And then you end that speech with, maybe I shouldn't have. And you show how bad the outside world really is economically. That movie ending would have had impact and meant something.
Yeah, but apparently they kind of didn't clap.
No, we have to have a happy ending. Let's get into some fun shit because, goddammit, I hate this movie. Colin Salmon was considered for Machine Gun Joe. This movie had allegations of plagiarism lobbed at it basically for an unreleased movie called, I don't remember, I think it was Vault or Joust. This movie was originally handled by Tom Cruise, who eventually passed it to who has it now. Statham and Gibson would star in Furious 7 together, as well as Stallone, who starred in the original Death Race 2000. The movie was entirely shot in 50 days, which is actually pretty impressive, not even gonna lie. Explains all the quick shots.
All the garbage.
4 tons of blanks were used in this, as far as, like, blank ammo. 4 tons of blanks. How many machine guns? David Carradine was the Frank at the beginning. Frankenstein at the beginning he was voiced over by David Carradine.
That was a dub over.
It was David
We made
Carradine.
fun of it, and it was David Carradine.
It was David Carradine. Yep.
Was she somehow involved in Death Race 2000? What?
Not entirely sure. But the growing craze of reality television, I set this up earlier, the growing craze of reality television helped this in production. So, what did we learn today, kids? Don't be good at what you do and make it about modern stuff. Definitely gonna take that time to get the fuck as far away as we can from this one as possible. Yeah, if you can, click the arrow below, see what we're doing next week. I'm not going to say it because I don't look it up, because I'd like to be depressed the day of, and that's it. And, yeah, subscribe and hit like if you can. Comment below. We really want to hear those opinions. You guys have not been very vocal. I'm the JJ.
And I'm Tyrese Gibson making a funny face.
While saying, morgue.